talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. You're not the kind of person I want to know. Because I want the straightest line. Don't rock where you son. Out, that's where I go. That's all I know. Tell me what to do, cause I don't like you and I don't trust you.
Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. The Knicks happy to return to New York after the road trip.
I would expect for both sides to come out fast and full of emotion, just the nature of this rivalry.
And part of it is they know each other so well. The team that executes best is likely going to come away with the W.
And Doris, what a breakout for the guard Jalen Brunson these last couple seasons.
Kevin, I think what's taken a lot of us by surprise is how capable he is in being the center point of an entire offense. And not only as a scorer for himself, but involving all the guys around him. Truly an incredible transformation. Well, that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Here's Brunson. Towns wide open. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Siakam misses.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Towns the screen. Brunson scanning the floor. Nembhard grabs the board.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. Now, we talked about Benedict Mathurin, their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. So we've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Benedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Halliburton with it. Brunson picks him up.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Hart. 5 on the clock. Towns the screen. New York needs to get off a shot. Achua, no good.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
A really good athlete. Mathurin is a huge asset in transition.
Knicks trailed by 4. Outside, Towns. Pulls up, high post. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Knicks on offense. Well, Greg, the Knicks have certainly brought hope back to the city of New York.
And it's been fun to watch. The fans are rallying behind this team, and it's not just because they're winning, it's the way they're winning. They play with heart and hustle.
The kick out to Anunoby. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Here's Mathurin. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Traps in the tray.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And Indiana making a change here. Indiana leading by 3. Outside Turner. The 3 ball. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's New York with it. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
They get a hand on it. Down low. Back to Brunson. .133 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Back to Tucker. Goes up to the stripe. Pacers with the rebound. Here's Siakam. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, we're talking about a tough individual competitor in Pascal Siakam. He goes right at the defense.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And, Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league. Boy, we have seen Pascal Siakam really elevate his passing skills. What an outstanding distribution right there.
Now here's Brunson. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Siakam. The shot missing. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They trail by 6.
That's about reading the floor. Hits his man right where he wanted it.
Siakam's shot is off. It's up a 3. No good that time. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
Pacers have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Pacers lead by 5. And don't go away.
The Pacers, 14.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Here's Halliburton. No good with the elbow jumper. Knicks trail by 5. The ultimate glue player, Josh Hart. Doris, he plays way bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
I'm going to be honest with you, Kevin. This is the best rebounding guard I've ever seen in my career covering the NBA. Let's remember, he won a national title in college. He's willing to do absolutely anything to help his team win. You want this guy on your side.
On the wing, Jackson. Halliburton outside. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Pass to McConnell. Back to Halliburton. Toppin with it. Robinson picks him up. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the wide-open shot from McConnell. Indiana again missing. New York trailing. Hart, that's good. Hart's got his first points of the game.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Here's Indiana. And here's McConnell. Nothing on the board. And the three ball is good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Towns. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, quick transition has Bridges positioned perfectly. Puts the nice finish on the transition opportunity.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Here's McConnell. Drills the three-pointer. McConnell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Nesmith.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Halliburton with the steal. And there it is for him.
We call that tough points from a tough guy, young Tyrese Halliburton.
Towns, the screen. Here's Golick. And the Knicks miss again.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Golick. Here's Achua. New York, no good that time either. Indiana leading. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. Indiana shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Well, Doris, before he started playing basketball, Siakam was on the path to priesthood. And there are a lot of GMs in the NBA saying, amen, that he chose basketball.
Kevin, this young man actually attended a seminary and didn't pick up a basketball until he was 16. But even with that, he's built himself into an all-star and a champion. An incredible journey.
Several teams changing it up here.
For your next Quaker Dance group.
1:43 left to play here in the second quarter. And so here is New York, trailing by 2. Tucker is screen. Pass to Hart. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Well, the intensity, the toughness, the absolute ability to play bigger than your size, that is Josh Hart.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And with the pace of today's game, transition defense is at a premium.
I don't think anyone was catching him on that play. That is unbelievable.
Yeah, big-time height advantage there, and he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at him.
Pass to Shepard. Wants to get it to Turner, and does. Nembhard with it. Fires, high post. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Nembhard's got 6 in the quarter. Knicks trail by 3. Here's Kolek. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Shepard. Siakam, right side. Here's Nembhard. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pacers out in front, up 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition. I'll tell you, Josh Hart, if he sees a lane and an opportunity to drive, I promise he's going at it.
Kick out to Walker. Now Tucker. Still scoreless. Bobbed up there for Robinson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Right wing. Right side Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with this team. Indiana trailing here. McConnell scanning the floor. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first one falls.
T.J. McConnell at the line.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Brunson outside. Out to Bridges. Now here's Brunson. He's got 6. 4 on the clock. And that one's good. Towns.
Towns has said he believes he's the greatest shooting big ever. That's how confident he is.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
Towns, the screen. Jump hook. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. Some changes for Indiana. Pass to Turner. Bridges with the steal. From deep, Brunson. They grab their own miss. Another shot. Can't capitalize inside. So it's the Pacers now. They host the 76ers after this game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
My goodness, how about that explosion? Halliburton takes off.
Bridges misses. Indiana leading. Halliburton up top. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Out to Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Halliburton. From outside, off the mark.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
Nailed from three-point land.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Here's Nembhard. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Nembhard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Towns down low. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got his third basket of the night.
I'll say this, nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball. I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much.
But Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball, helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
It's rebounded by Towns. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Well, let's see how they play the clock.
Bridges, no one around him. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Halliburton with it. Brunson picks him up. A nice shot by Halliburton.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Towns the screen. And here's Brunson outside. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. Here's Siakam. And the rejection by Towns. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Knicks.
46.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Kolek. to Tucker. Here's Hart. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And here's McConnell. Here's Walker. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Tucker. Back to McBride. Toppin with the steal. A finish. And Toppin throws it down.
I tell you, there are few players more exciting in the open floor than O.B. Toppin. So much fun to watch him get in transition.
From deep. Walker with the rebound. And Walker's got the ball here for the Pacers. Here's Halliburton. That's tipped. To the paint. And again, New York turns it over.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here are the Pacers now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Up top, Hart. Pass to Tucker. Here's McBride. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kolek. Offline with his 3. And it's the Pacers' ball. It's a 1-point game. And a wide open look for Halliburton. Drains the 19-footer.
Great shooters trust their shooting motion. Tyrese Halliburton with the jumper.
Pass to Hart. Snatched away. Now the Pacers moving it up. The kick out to Walker. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Halliburton outside. It's rebounded by New York. Hart with it. Picked up by Shepherd. New York moving it around. It's tipped. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Halliburton outside. And Nembhard has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Walker. And Walker throws it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Anunoby in the corner. To end the cold streak, buries the long-range jumper. Anunoby's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. Coach was really hyping up his guys. He told them, this is what it's all about, fellas. You're in this spot for a reason. Go out and take this win. See if they can follow those instructions, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. They set the pick. Pass to Achua. It's stolen by Mathurin. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
New York trailing. Halliburton with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Shoots over Brunson. Nails the baby hook. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals
being active with their hands and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Halliburton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Now, this is part of the evolution of Tyrese Halliburton getting an opportunity at the free throw line.
And so he drops them both. It's a three-point game.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Pass to Bridges. Here's Hart. Out to Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Outside Turner. It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, Miles Turner understands how to use his size and length. Doesn't matter if he's blocking shots or going for his high release point jump shot.
On deep, Brunson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have. Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
The kick out to Town. Bridges for 3. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Fearless, confident competitor. Bridges with the delivery.
Siakam. It's hauled in by Achua.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
There's a screen by Achua. On deep, Brunson. The rebound by Turner.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Pass to Halliburton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Towns for 3. Right between the eyes. A tremendous 3 to tie it up. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. At the elbow, it's Turner. Got it!
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And Tom Thibodeau decides to call timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play and go for the win. Definitely doable.
Here's Bridges. It falls! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. Brunson with it. There's a screen by Robinson to take the lead. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
What a presence Mitchell Robinson has given this team on the interior. He knows he can be a threat on the offensive glass.
Nembhard's shot is good.
Yeah, he shot the ball well enough to keep his team even. Let's see if together they can elevate past that.
Brunson outside. Pass to Achiuwa. Here's Bridges. Nembhard covering. There's the lob to the hoop. A dunk by Achiuwa.
Well, with a little style is the vertical threat that is Precious Achiuwa. That's a precious finish.
Nembhard with it. Siakam outside. The three. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. And the Pacers lead by 1.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
To the right side. To Brunson. Pass to Achiuwa. New York moving it around. There's a screen by Achiuwa. 3 on the clock. Turner with the steal. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. Outside Mathurin. Misses the 3. Anunoby outside. Pass to Bridges. 5 to shoot. And he drives in. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Who just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down. That's a big whistle.
Halliburton with it. Robinson picks him up. Outside Turner. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Towns. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a 3-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Here's Brunson for 3. Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Substitution for your Knicks. Mitchell Robinson.
Turner with the screen. Here's Halliburton. No good. And so we are tied again at the end of overtime. Now we're headed to overtime. Can't stop now. We're ready for another extra period. What a game of basketball this has been. Here we go. Now, Siakam. Halliburton outside. Back to Siakam. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Pass to Mathurin. Shot clock at 5. No good on that one.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebounds.
A three-pointer is right on target. Anunoby's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
Nice job by OG Anunoby to be aggressive from distance.
And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. And stolen by Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. Over Brunson. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
2 minutes remaining.
The Knicks leading by 3. Jacks up a 3. Towns down low. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on a second chance.
Pass to Nembhard. Indiana moving the ball away. It's Nembhard on the wing. Left side, Mathurin. There's the triple. It's rebounded by New York.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point line.
Back to Towns. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And that one misses.
Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. Can shoot with range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Brunson with a clean look. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Siakam outside. They need this. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Third personal foul.
It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
You know, we talk about length defensively. Siakam so long offensively, trying to get a challenge on him. You are often going to put him at the line.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Brunson outside. Towns the screen. 6 to shoot. And it's Brunson missing. And here are the Pacers now. From the arc. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
A pretty pass from Tyrese Halliburton. You want this guy running the show.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. And the Pacers call time here. They trail by 7. What's your take, guys?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just hitting it to overtime.